What's good? What's good? What's good, peoples? What's goody? Demetrius Evans, what's up? Salute, salute, my peoples. Salute. What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Said T.O. Old Cap. Chris Legg, what's up, family? Born Rich, Maine, what's up, family? Darlin James, 8K Crowder, my brother. Marco Bolivia, YG Knight. Born Rich, third symbol NSU. Hair Grease. Tie in the Sky, peace and blessings, Queen. D. Berry, G tatted up, what up, nephew? 614 Trey, what's up, family? Tree, what's up? Gerardo Valencia, what's up, family? Kennedy Peeps, Ketty Peeps 504. Royal Reds, what's up, family? PKTK, Lions Boston and Media. Demetrius Evans, Ronald Ellis, Black Wolf, what's up, family? Jonathan Thompson, what's up? Gaza Trini, Tony Gross, Arizona Scorpion, what's up? Make 414, Foodie Guru, what's up, family? Hollywood Leon, what's up? Mark Wonderlick, Frosty 504, Ruben Gutierrez, Royal Reds, I Am the Culture TV, Fat Cat Shadowboxing, Naeem Amir, Ben Davis, Anthony Williams, what's up, family? Salute. Flip, what's up? So Teofimo Lopez salute to Detroit, man, D-Town. Money Merrick, salute. Big Silk, what up? I'm gonna let a few more people come in. I'm gonna let a few more people come in. Black Society TV, what's up? Willette Strong, peace and blessings, Queen. So we don't know if T.O.'s capping or not. Seem like he's capping. Hollywood, Memphis 10 Well, what's up? Devin Bell, what's up, family? Jonathan Bullard, salute to Louisiana. Ricky Rhymes, what's up, family? Let's get a roll call. Where everybody from, man? Let's get a roll call. My brother Claymore Rain in the building. What's good with you? My brother, my co-host, he said, is it cap or face at Bluebird? Bro. Katie the Boxer, what's up? What you doing, Clay? Philly, Baltimore, H-Town, Dirty South. Mark Price, what's up? Detroit in here heavy today, huh? Cooking a meal prep? I'm sending you the link right now. My brother on that good old diet. I see. Shot Town, my brother 8K Crowder. Georgia in the building. ATL. Arizona. Raleigh, North Carolina. Windins. Salute, Spence, New York City. The Dance in the building. UK, London. Louisiana, D. Baudet. What's up, family? Haru Sasset. Salute, brethren. Wine Dance in the building. Love it, man. Salute to the 51631. I just seen Fat Joe and Jadakiss giving Long Island all their credit. About time. So, T.O. is claiming that in January, he's fighting Shakur Stevenson. And he also says and accuses Shakur. Now he's on the bandwagon. Now Shakur being with Snack. T.O. talking about Snack now. Because you have these silly people out here making claims against their own community that gets other people on board with this nonsense. Now T.O. Warrior Class 3rd, what's up? Ben Davis, what's up? Now T.O. is out here talking about he fighting Shakur in January, and Shakur can have all the snack he want, all the enhancements he want. It ain't gonna help him. Because these silly people, the Lollipop Gang, open up the door for that to be the case. In their own community. But as I said, salute to my brother Clay Moraine in the building. My brother, my co-host. What's up with you, Clay?
Doing good. How I sound?
You sound great, brother.
All right. I'm trying this new mic setup for this, so I just want to see how I sound, how the mic sounds. Sound clear?
Crystal clear, crystal clear.
Yeah. What up, though? Blue Blood Sports TV and the community was good. Yeah, I definitely didn't know when I saw this come out. Shout out to Champs.
Put your link to the channel in the chat.
All right. Shout out to Champside. I saw him put in his thumbnail, and I was like, I don't know yet, man, because I know when it comes to T.O., if I don't hear something official, I'm not really messing with that energy. You know what I'm saying? So definitely when I saw you getting ready to cover, that's why the first thing I said is it cap or is it facts? Because we dealing with a different type of element and different type of animal when we're talking about Teofimo. What's his nickname again? Blue, the show taker, the show stopper, what is it?
The takeover.
The takeover, yeah, the takeover Lopez. You know, I know he's desperate for some attention, so definitely wanted to see what you might have heard or what your understanding of the rant that he seems to be going on right now, trying to paint a picture.
Right. So what I heard is Top Rank said when I reached out today is that
is it cat or is it fact?
They pretty much told me they're open to anything.
Uh-huh.
No confirmation, but they open to anything. But a person from Tyrone, like, why do we gotta wait till January? And
well, I mean, isn't Shakur's whole thing is he don't plan on coming back until 2026, according to.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, with the hands and whatever. So hold on a second here. I just want to be clear, right? Teofimo's camp is trying to push the fight before January.
Well, Top Rank is saying the people I talked to are saying like that's cool, but they want to get T.O. back in the ring before the year is up.
Oh, so they're asking why does T.O. got to wait? Yeah, I agree. T.O. why wait? Go make a fight. Go make a yeah, bro. Get active, bro. Get active.
Right. Because the reality is, right, Clay? He can fight Richardson Hitchens and then fight Shakur. And what's the difference if you do it in January or April?
Exactly. Exactly.
Right? Like you could wait. Stay active. You could fight in November, right? And I know this. I know people in Top Rank is not happy the comments he made because he offended Turkey and they work with Turkey.
What did he say about Turkey this time around?
No, from the first time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So now they got to go in their pockets, Clay.
Exactly. Well, that was going to be my next question, Blue. Who's financing this? Because Turkey's made it clear how he feels about the Teofimo business. So who's going to pay this money to Shakur Stevenson to make it worth his while to fight Teofimo Lopez? And also, A side, B side politics. What weight class is this fight happening? Is Shakur going up to 140 to challenge Teo for his lineal 140-pound WBO championship, or does
definitely,
he?
Definitely gonna be at 140.
Okay.
Definitely, at least from what I'm being told.
Okay.
And I know some serious, and it's not even from Bob. Obviously, I could call Bob, but Bob is, Bob get frustrated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Bob don't like the back and forth, and it's got to be frustrating dealing with Teofimo's style of negotiating.
Mm-hmm. Bob don't want to deal with the whole. Are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do that? Like,
right?
Bro, are we doing this or we not? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bob is like, let's negotiate. What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't even reach out to Bob anymore because it's pointless. Right? He's so old school. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's he don't want to do the whole. He feels like he talked too much to begin with.
He
and
does.
That's no secret. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, with that said, you know what I mean? They're like, hey, they're open for everything. You know what I mean? But nothing is solidified.
Can they afford this fight?
Well, I think they're going. Well, I think this is what I think. Right? I think that they're going to try to smooth things over with Turkey by using Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Because Turkey would love to make this fight. You know what I mean? But that's going. He gonna have to do some, serious, smoothing over.
He gonna have to do some hand holding.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be some serious smoothing over. ETB, what's up, family? You know what I'm saying? I'm being hopeful. You know what I mean? I'm being very hopeful because, I mean, I just don't know the direction that T.O. is going in because, in my opinion, right, Clay? Mm-hmm. This is August, right? First week of August.
Yes, sir.
You could fight, and this dude stay in shape. So, it's not like he's out of shape. He's always in shape. You could unify the belts against Richards and Hitchens.
Yeah.
Right? And then you could fight Shakur. You can unify the belts against Richards and Hitchens in October, November, right? Matter of fact, if they really want to, but that's two guys, right? That Turkey don't want to deal with, right?
Yup.
I didn't even think about that. It just hit me as I'm saying it.
I was waiting for you. I was like, I was gonna say something, but yeah, exactly. Yup.
It just hit me. As I'm saying it, as it's coming out, I'm like, yeah, no, Turkey ain't funding that.
Nope. Not interested. I mean,
Top Rank, that's a decent card for Top Rank to put on in New York. You know what I'm saying? Africa versus T.O. here in New York, Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? They could put that fight on here in New York at the Garden. Put a couple of other solid fights on the undercard. They just gonna have to fund the bill. I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm interested to see. I don't know the details, right? And I haven't even asked. I haven't reached out, but I want to ask the details because I know they're going with the zone, right?
Right.
But I'm pretty sure the zone going to give them a budget. But what's the budget looking like? Because right, Turkey is still running things.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering now. I got to reach out. Now I got to reach out again because I want to know. I don't know if I'm gonna get the info, but I'm hoping I do. But I would like to know what their budget looking like.
Yeah, once again, one of these deals, is this going to be a budget to put on fights, or is this just
A
you know,
distribution.
distribution deal? And if that looks like that, my question is, with the way things are going with, because I think at the end of the day, it's simple math. If you're making us money, we're interested. If you're not making us money, clearly we're not interested. The name of the game is showing us the money as far as these networks are concerned. Show me the money. Don't show it to me on paper. Show it to me in a real way, which means you're going to have to put some skin in the game and show us that this thing can make some money. And once we can see that, then we can get behind it. The
But I
question,
mean, right, top rank. I mean, the zone invested in Queensberry Matchroom, right? Top rank
right?
is A1 to them, right?
Yeah.
So I can't see the zone not giving them a budget. Um, but
But
again,
what
right?
big fights?
Turkey wasn't involved at that time.
What big fights are the zone or Queensberry or Matchroom putting on without Turkey? Like, they're putting on fights, but are they putting on big fights?
No,
You know what I'm saying? Because it seems to me like they're putting on good cards for sure, but the big fights, they seem like they're reserving them for Riyadh or for Ring Magazine. It looks like, you know what I mean, from the outside looking in, it looks like those fights go there. You know what I mean? So what big fights are they, like Daniel Dubois, Alexander Usyk? That was Ring Magazine, right? That wasn't
a Queensberry, no.
no, right? So you look at Conor Benn and Chris Eubank about to fight. I doubt that's going to be a Matchroom or Queensberry, or what I mean, just
No,
a zone card.
it said it's Riyadh.
Exactly. So see, the big fights need Turkey.
Yeah,
The
because
big
he put that money out.
exactly. The Teofimo done put himself in a position to where he can't really get big fights until he can find somebody who can finance these big fights. And Turkey, the bag has made it clear that he ain't really moving with that with Teofimo's attitude towards boxing right now. So, or towards obviously the Islam as a faith and Saudi Arabia as a country. So he's really like got doodle on him. Like stylistically, I like to see him in the ring with a lot of different people. But the reality is, it has to get paid for some kind of way. And as much leverage as I'm sure Shakur Stevenson brings to the table with Turkey, is it enough for Turkey to compromise what he feels like the cardinal sin was with Teofimo? Because Teofimo crossed really big lines. I don't know how you come back from that. Does Teofimo have the ability to show genuine, to show some genuine respect and not smile it off and try to dismiss it as, come on, you ain't nobody come on nothing with you, bro. You playing games with something that's bigger than your pay grade. People take their religion seriously, and people take their nationality and their nationalism seriously, and you keep taking it very lightly. I don't know. Time will tell, but I'll tell you this. I don't find any solitude in anything Teofimo Lopez says. So his tweets, whatever he's saying, I know that he's a clout chaser. I know that he'll say anything. He'll put something out in the atmosphere to try. He's not somebody who's to be taken seriously. I looked on Shakur Stevenson's Twitter feed and I saw nothing in response to this. Matter of fact, what I saw Shakur say is make the fight happen, which I almost feel like there's some cynicism behind that, because I think we all know Teofimo can't make nothing happen.
Right. And that's my thing, right? Is Shakur Stevenson important enough to Turkey and exciting enough to Turkey that Turkey, after the performance with Zepeda, you know what I'm saying, did that convince him that he's like, all right, you know what, I'll get behind him financially and make the biggest fights possible. You know what I'm saying? Which is 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 he willing, like you said, to essentially you know go back on what he feels uh, um took place is unacceptable with Teofimo Lopez's comments, to say, you know what, this is worth uh, uh, accepting his apology and making a fight with Shakur Stevenson, or is he more in a place where he's like, you know what, I don't need to make Shakur Stevenson Tio. I can make Shakur versus somebody else.
I
And,
think the latter is what it's going to be, because I think that Turki Al-Sheikh believes that. I think he said that in an interview that you take it, you don't take it, don't make no difference to us. There's plenty of opportunity out there for fighters, and I don't know, man. I'm gonna be real with you and say that the Saudi Arabia, the Islam culture, is very prideful culture. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
The lines that he crossed, I don't know if that's something that gets compromised off the strength of money, or, Teofimo, I knew, was on the verge of burning a bridge with Saudi Arabia, because they're too serious and they're too stoic. And even when you look at, for example, with Canelo Alvarez and Eddie Reynoso, no time for games type of people. You feel me? Like,
Right.
not compromising. Like, you play too much, you laughing too much, you think everything is a joke, you always on joke time, and not everybody's on that type of time. And I think Turkey drew the line in the sand and let him know, like, bro, I don't care about you saying, you said liquor, knicker, oh, that's not my business. But as soon as you cross that line with Islam and Saudi Arabia, oh, we
Right.
don't compromise over here. That's why we don't get played with out here. We cut people's heads off out here. You know what I'm saying? People
Right.
come up missing out here and playing with us. We don't compromise, and we don't take everything lightly like your culture allows you to do. We don't allow that over here.
Right.
So does Shakur have the leverage, or does he have that type of relationship with them? I don't know. I mean, in a way, there's an argument out there to say that Shakur is just getting on good terms with Turkey again,
Right.
because he kind of had a little riff with him too as well in the beginning. You know what I'm saying, with the
Right.
Williams Raider situation. So he's just getting into grace in his damn self.
Right. Right. I was getting ready to get to that too. Like, and then another thing, when Shakur made the comment about, I'm not going to fight like that no more, I'm not trying to get hit. Is that another flag? You know, uh, that Turkey's like, I don't really want to. I'm confused. I'm not sure what I'm gonna get from this dude. You know what I'm saying? Because
100%.
yeah,
I think Eddie Hearn, if you put Eddie Hearn on the job, he could probably get the money up for the fight, right? I believe the zone has money for stuff like that, and Eddie could probably get it done. I think that's why Eddie's kind of like, even with the Jerome Boots Ennis situation, you see Eddie kind of not necessarily just doing everything Turkey tells him to do, right? Like, he's still like, we're going to try to facilitate things on our own. The only way I see this fight really happening is if Teofimo takes the knee, takes a subpar payday, allow Shakur Stevenson to get the lion's share of the money, and try to get his reputation back in the ring. As long as he keeps on moving with this this money getting mission that he's on his own with that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? He's on his own with that. He has to humble himself and get in pocket with where he is right now, and work harder in the ring to get where he wants to be, instead of trying to continually get there through his mouth antics and nonsense that he's doing to social media and getting himself involved with. He has to get back in the ring, get active, become dominant, become popular in the ring, and earn it like everybody else does, and get off of the idea that victory over Vasily Lomachenko put him in a different tax bracket that he's never paid taxes in yet to this day.
I'm talking and I'm on mute. But like you said, right, Clay, like Eddie Hearn, and now here's another thing, right? How does Bob Arum want to work with Shakur now?
Yeah. Bob is a businessman. Bob is going to nothing is impossible with Bob, except you know what I mean. Like if he sees it as something that could be lucrative, Bob is open to it. If Bob is willing to put Shakur Stevenson at the top of his to-do list, if Shakur Stevenson can take Vasily Lomachenko's spot, what he had at Top Rank, I can see Shakur allowing all in Top Rank to get behind him and help him move. I don't think Turkey Al-Sheikh will ever give Shakur Stevenson a complete deal like that. And I don't think Eddie Hearn, to be honest with you, can really move the needle for Shakur the way Shakur might want it. I think it's bad enough people have issues with Shakur, but you bring Eddie to the table, and I just think a lot of negotiations become very difficult with Eddie Hearn. He just doesn't have that type of clout over here. Bob does. Opening the doors with Top Rank right now, talking about working with him more openly. Top Rank, with PBC, I'm sorry. Opening the doors now with the PBC and collaborating with the PBC, and you're hearing the PBC wanting to do collaborations with Golden Boy. So the American market is opened back up because they need it. They needed Shakur Stevenson to be over on this side. So he could probably find some leverage in that right now because Tank is talking about retiring. He's not really being active, and honestly, it doesn't seem like any one particular promotional company can do anything on their own. So the American boxing space seems to be opening up and erasing a lot of those fake across the street politic lines. So there's opportunities there for Shakur as well. But like I said, as far as Teofimo's concerned, brother, you've entered a space where there's no fake money circulating. The only money that you had that could have came to you that way without thinking about the bottom line was Saudi Arabia, and you burnt that bridge, bro. You can get it back, but it's going to take work. It's going to take some sincerity. It's going to take some real maturity on your side and growing up for that to happen. I don't know if I see that in Teofimo. You know, I mean, I really don't know if I see it.
And you know what else, right? I was thinking, do Top Rank want to say, you know what? We can keep this in house. Keyshawn is moving up to 140 now.
Yup.
We can make Keyshawn and T.O. in house, keep all the revenue, keep the belt in house. Because if Shakur beats T.O., now he don't have a belt, he loses value, right? If Keyshawn beats T.O. and it's this WBO belt, right?
Yeah.
Keyshawn beats him. You as a company, you still on top. You still in the winning position.
Yeah. I mean that, and I mean the thing. There's so many opportunities coming for Top Rank. There's so many things happening right now because they have this open partnership with Ring Magazine that they're not even hiding right now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They're really just. I think a lot of doors. This is not the same thing as the PBC and Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Top Rank is moving very intelligently, and they've kept they probably got the best roster of fighters in boxing right now. In my opinion, you know what I mean? Like just general, just pound for pound, they have great fighters. You got Abdullah, you got Shushu, you got Oshaki Foster, you got Emiliano Vargas, you got so many fighters, you know what I'm saying, over there. They're if you want boxing to do well, you want Top Rank to do well. T.O. played himself, Blue. Like he really burnt bridges with Turkey, and he rubbed Top Rank the wrong way as well. I'm not gonna say he burnt bridges with Top Rank, but he's gonna have to. And Top Rank knows they got him right now because once you burnt that bridge with Turkey Al-Sheikh, now you won't got nothing to leverage with us in negotiations. All you got is that title. All you have is a WBO title that you can sit on, and we can say that we're honestly interested in what happens with that title. We get that title off of you, bro. Forget about it.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And do they want to play that game if you Top Rank? You know what I'm saying?
I think they'll play it, but there's also other ways to play it. They're well connected with the WBO, right? So immediately they can start playing that mandatory game. They can activate the mandatory.
What I'm saying is, if they make the Shakur fight and Shakur beats him,
I mean, that's why I said that's one way to do it. But another way to do it is, well, I mean, he already fought his mandatory in Honorable Bosa. That belt is the only thing keeping him afloat.
It is exactly.
It's really just that belt.
And the value for Top Rank, they look at TO2. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's a big chance, right? Right, Clay? Because if he beats Shakur, his stock goes up. But now he's gonna be acting more.
Yeah, he's gonna want more money. He's gonna want to act like he the best thing since sliced bread.
He's gonna be even more unhinged, right? Uncontrollable.
Yep.
But if you put him in a position where he fight Keyshawn beats him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You keep it in house. It's 50-50. If Shakur beats him, now I'm not saying the fight is 50-50. I'm saying as far as the business, if Shakur beats him, it's like, man, you rolling the dice, right? Because you ain't gonna deal with Shakur no more. As far as being in the winning position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Shakur ain't gonna fight Keyshawn. So you do have Raymond Muratalla. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keyshawn versus T.O. Keyshawn beats him. You got Raymond Muratalla and Keyshawn. You can unify the belts and play those games, right?
Uh-huh.
But if Shakur beats him, now you just throwing fighters at Shakur now. You see what I'm saying? Like now you taking another fighter in another position where if T.O. can't beat him, I'm pretty sure they're gonna feel like, man, Raymond Muratalla ain't gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, if you throw Raymond out there and he lose in the unification, you losing all your leverage as time.
Yep.
So I would believe that they would be better suited from a business standpoint to be like, hey, we're gonna keep this in house.
Yeah. But they gotta get T.O. They gotta. So I mean, it sounds like you're saying is pay the cost to gamble at T.O. losing and taking back your leverage from him with that title and
So what I'm saying is like gamble with Keyshawn, put the money up for Keyshawn,
right,
versus T.O. if you top rank. Take the loss, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just solely speaking from a business, not either which way. I don't care if it's T.O. versus Keyshawn and T.O. versus Shakur. I'm happy with both. But I'm just saying, if I'm top rank, I'm gonna take an L while overspending with T.O. to make the Keyshawn fight, opposed to. Because you're gonna take an L anyway, right? Because we both in agreement that Turkey ain't playing ball with these dudes.
Yeah, with when it comes to when it comes to these fighters, certain fighters, yeah.
Right? He ain't trying to. So you can. The leverage for top rank in this situation would be, let me make Keyshawn and T.O. Let me overpay T.O. to agree to fight Keyshawn, right? Who's already moving up, opposed to Shakur, who's staying at 135. Now, on top of that, you got Raymond Muratalla, who has a belt, and you got Richardson Hitchens, who has a beef with Keyshawn as well, is at 140, and he's a free agent. Opposed to playing, you understand what I'm saying? You got more advantages dealing with Raymond Muratalla, Keyshawn, T.O., and Richardson Hitchens than you do with Shakur.
Right. Yeah, Shakur is definitely not subject to the rules that you got them dudes under.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You lose to Shakur, you lost all the way around the board.
Yeah.
You lose to one of the other dudes, you still in the game.
Right.
And it's not like it's a step back, right? No disrespect to Shakur. I'm not trying to disrespect him. It's not a step back, right? T.O. versus Keyshawn is just as big as Shakur versus T.O.
Yes.
And it might be a little bit bigger right now with all the controversy surrounding Keyshawn.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think,
right?
Yeah, there's definitely money to be made either way when you're talking.
And that's what I'm saying.
100%.
If you top rank, you don't lose.
Yeah.
I play this game in house with all these dudes, rather than put all my chips in one and run the risk of this dude losing for what? And he at 135. Everybody else I'm talking about is at 140 with T.O.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It to me, if in the point of, in the view of Top Rank, that's the route I would go. Salute to Warrior Class the Third, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He says, salute Blue. Everybody know Teofimo will be capping. He needs to fight Hitchens first and the catch the catch of smoke from Keyshawn Davis, a businessman. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Warrior Class, like and again, like right now, you can justify if I'm Top Rank. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make Raymond Mortala versus T.O. in the unification. Right? They both in house. You know what I'm saying? That let me pay T.O. extra money. Raymond Mortala unification bout is in house. I'm hypothetically speaking, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the winner fight Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? Like you could play it's chess, not checkers. Main brother in the super chat. He said, "Salute, Clay. Salute to your family."
Salute, family.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to D-Boy Dev, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He said 140 is stacked. T.O. Keyshawn, Frank Martin, El Rayo, Regis, Pitbull, Gary Anton, Russell, Hitchison. Facts. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gamble with Shakur and lose, right, you lose all the way around the board. If you gamble in house, is playing with in-house money. Sheriff Deputy Mac, brother in the super chat. Much love, family. Appreciate you. RC, brother in the super chat. He said Tia versus Roelly on a Riyadh card loaded. Well, Roelly is getting ready to fight Manny Pacquiao.
That's what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting ready to happen. He's getting ready to fight L Dub Boxing, the boxing plug, my brother in the building. He's gonna fight Manny Pacquiao. That's what I'm hearing. And now that he got elevated to the champion, you know, Manny's team is very, very interested from what I'm hearing in that fight. So that makes sense. And if you Roelly, I'm taking the Manny Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a legend. You know what I'm saying? It's a legend. Just Do Boxing, what's up? That does wonders for Roelly. If Roelly beat Ryan Garcia and fight and beat Manny Pacquiao, that does wonders for that dude's career, man. Isaiah GQ, what's up?
And his pockets.
And his pockets. And you know, people still gonna call his number, so they still ain't gonna believe in his skills. And let's say he still could fight Devin Haney, Brian Norman winner. Unification bout. It's big for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Opportunity is big for Roelly, man. I'm not mad at Roelly for going that route.
No, not at all. Especially where he's at in his career and everything he's been through.
Yeah.
I understand and I support his movement right now. I actually been liking Roelly lately. I like him. I think he's been on point for the past year and a half, 2 years. I'm cool with him.
He playing with house money too.
Yep.
Rolling with the punches. What's up, family? J Pitty City. What's up, family? Pugilist Shiznit. What's up? Lasan Al Gabe. What's up? Roelly playing with house money too, Clay. He ain't got nothing to lose.
Nope.
He ain't got nothing to lose. Nobody expects much from Roelly. Ivan Curry, what's up? Nobody's expecting much from Roelly, man. We didn't expect. It was a cherry pick going wrong in the eyes of many with Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Walt TZ 17, what's up? Terrell, what's up? Hassan 7, what's up? So it's a win-win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. I think as far as Shakur and T.O. is concerned, T.O. and Shakur don't happen until early second quarter of next year, if it happens. In between that time, T.O. needs to be active. I think the kind of fighter he is, the longer he sits out the ring, the more he rusts. He's athletic, you know what I'm saying? He uses his movement and whatnot. He needs to get busy. That being said, the real fight to me, and the fight that's going to be the cheapest to make, it's probably going to be the Hitchens fight. And I feel like that's a fight that I'm expecting to hear gets announced. I think that's the fight he's got to fight, is against Hitchens.
And then again, right, Clay?
And both those guys need each other, because if they don't fight each other, then one of them going to have to fight Subriel. And I know both of them don't want no problems like that. So.
And again, right, Clay? On top of that, right? You got to take this into consideration too, right? Top Rank could possibly sign Richardson Henry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They could do a like they did with Devin, a 3-fight deal. You know what I'm saying? And promise him Sabril Matias. What's his name? Raymond Martala. You know what I mean?
Right. For the unification.
Yeah. You beat TO unification. We gonna promise you to get the Raymond Martala fight for 3 belts. You know what I'm saying? And then you can we'll make it happen for you with Sabril Matias. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They could Top Rank could give him a 3-fight deal and promise him undisputed.
At least a shot at it for sure.
That's what they did with Devin Haney, right?
Yup. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah. Isaiah Wallace, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. Appreciate you, family. J Pitty City, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on us in the super chat. He said Roelly said in an interview years ago he wasn't in Boston for the money. Dude treating this like pickup basketball. He facts. Roelly all over the place, Clay. He like, yo, give me him. You know what? Okay, I'll go to 47 and fight him. Oh yeah, you want me to fight? Roelly don't care, bro. That's the beauty of Roelly. He playing with house money, like I said.
Yeah. Yeah.
He playing with house money.
And he a team player. They like
I
him.
understand Raymond Mortala, man. Raymond Mortala's at 135.
Oh yeah, for sure. I went for that.
Yeah. Terrell, thank you, family. Right. No. My arm. Yeah, I keep forgetting. I don't know why. I'm thinking Sabril Matias and Puello, and I'm saying Raymond Mortala for whatever reason.
I think personally, I'm gonna be real with you. I think Top Rank is on TO's head with some take it or leave it energy. You feel me? They're going to continue that campaign. We're going to put a fighter on the table for you that checks the boxes on our responsibility towards you. You're going to take the fight or you're not, and eventually either the mandatory is going to eat you up, or you know what I'm saying, or the contract going to end and we're going to let you slide, and we'll go let the world deal with you, bro. The less active you are, the less relevant you are, the less you're going to be worth, bro. You're spinning your own wheels. And we don't care no more. Bob gave me that feeling in that interview he did with Najee. You know what I mean? Like he damn near wished Teofimo the best. Like he not even looking in his direction.
Yeah, because they had a point where it's frustration, and you're not only Jimmy Boston. What's up? You're not only. Give me one of my little cups of hot. The little ones in the. So yeah, it's like, you know what it is with Bob. It's like you're not just offending us. Now you offending our investors. That's a problem.
Exactly, 100%. You're bad for business, bro. You're just not. Yeah. You're making it bad on a whole nother level, and you don't care. You're not listening to us. You ain't listening to your daddy. You ain't listening to nobody.
Right. Yeah, it's one thing for you to affect our bottom line with investing in you. It's another thing for you to affect our bottom line investing with our investors overall.
Yeah, especially right now.
We can't have that.
Yeah, especially right now at this moment. Nah, bro.
Right. No, we absolutely cannot have that, man.
Nah.
Now you're messing with my money.
Facts.
You understand? What he say on Set It Off? Remember they say, "Hey man, let us borrow them weapons." Remember they told Dr. Dre that? He said, and they said Luther done took the money, and he said, "Oh, now he messing with my money." You know what I'm saying?
It got real now. Now it's real. Now it's a whole different conversation.
I was gonna give y'all these weapons on credit, but now I don't mind giving you these weapons on credit because now he messing with my money. You
100%.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. And that's what T.O. doing. RC, what's up, family? DJ Minister, salute. What Guam, brethren? Mario Foster, what's up, family? On the mic, my brother Terrence Belly seeing. What's up, family? Maya Egypt, peace of blessings, squid. You know what I'm saying? Now you're messing with my money. The G Name Adventures, what's up? No More Talk 86, what's up? So, you know, that's the thing. It's like you said, Clay. You know, T.O.'s he do way too much, man.
He been playing too much, Blue, and I've been knowing this was going to it was going to culminate to something because, and especially seeing the way he was performing against Steve Claggett and, you know, the inconsistency in his performances, I knew the less time he spent in the ring, the worse he's going to get, bro. That's what I believed, and that's what's happening. He's not even as good as he used to be, bro. He's not.
Mm-hmm. He's regressing, right?
100%, because he's not fighting.
Right. Let's go 2-time. What's up, family?
He's becoming all talk, bro. No walk. He used to be a good fighter, bro. He's still decent. You know, even now when people in the chat or anywhere might say, oh, Tio gonna beat this guy, Tio gonna beat that guy. You guys are thinking about a Tio that may not exist anymore. I'm telling y'all right now. You guys don't have no current data. The Tio that beat Arnold Barbosa ain't beating everybody. Stop playing. The Tio that beat Arnold Barbosa ain't all that.
Right.
He was good, but I mean, I don't know.
And do you think that's due to inactivity or just lack of focus?
100% both, but inactivity definitely has to be hurting him. Not only inactivity, but not fighting the best. Steve Claggett, not the best. Arnold Barbosa, he's decent, but he could have been a good fight, but he didn't give him a good fight. Arnold Barbosa fought like crap. When he fought Jermaine Ortiz, arguably lost. When he fought Josh Taylor, arguably out of his prime, ready to leave the game. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't even been fighting in that weight class no more, Arnold Barbosa. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Josh Taylor, there's so many asterisks there. When he fought Sandor Martin, exposed. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't fought a significant fight that I can say I can use as a honest barometer of who Teofimo is right now. Power has been translating at 140. Brother, I don't even know who this guy is. This guy's a troll is what he is to me.
Yeah, I agree, Clay.
And then he runs from Subriel. He's not talking about unifying. He's not talking about fighting other champions. He's not talking about Gary Antoine. He's hardly talking about Hitchens. I mean, bro, he ducked Devin Haney twice or 3 times at this point. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, and you know something, Clay? He hasn't showed us that he can adjust and beat a specific style like Canelo.
100%. He showed us flaws. He fought Jermaine Ortiz, couldn't cut the ring off. He fought Steve Claggett, couldn't get out of Steve Claggett, the way of Steve Claggett's right hand. You know what I'm saying? He fought Arnold Barbosa, didn't engage for real in real time. I mean, he fought Sandor Martin, got sat on his pockets. Like I said, nothing that impressive. You know what I mean? People hold their hats on the Josh Taylor win. And, you know, on paper, he has some wins. But in all honesty, Vasily Lomachenko is the last time I saw Teofimo Lopez that impressed me.
Yeah. That's a fair assessment.
And every time I think I'm going to get a fight from him or possibility of getting one of those fights from him, he finds a way to get out of it, bro. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he baits and switch on you guys and he chases fights that ain't going to even happen. That starts to look underhanded. It starts to look disingenuous. You know damn well Terrence ain't going to fight you. You know damn well Duran ain't going to fight you. But you keep pushing for that. It's a big game. You're trying to inflate. You're trying to artificially inflate your market value. You're trying to make yourself sound like somebody who we not seeing in the ring.
The same way he did when he tried to call himself undisputed without being undisputed.
100%. That's a perfect example. Painting yourself up. I'm really a 2-weight class undisputed champion. I've been, technically Josh Taylor, all this nonsense that don't add up to nothing. And the reality is the people who control the money, Blue, ain't buying it just like we ain't buying it. The fans are buying it. His fans are sitting there fighting and protesting, but the people who control the money are like, no, you're not, though. Actually, you're not worth that. Actually, you didn't sell out this stadium. Actually, you never fought on a pay-per-view. Actually, you look like you lost your last big fight. Actually, you know what I mean? They hitting him with the reality. And he like, nah, man. So he keeps on preaching to the fan base. And the fan base, the people who support him, try to use his same arguing points, but it doesn't hold enough weight to get T.O. a deal or get him money.
And when he is offered big money, he don't like the style matchup.
100%.
It's nasty work, man.
Yeah.
Nate, Nada 86 in the super chat. Salute, Blue, and salute to the mighty LDBC. Salute to your family. Yeah, it's but the fight itself. If Shakur was to fight T.O. at 140, no rehydration, no catch weight, how you see the fight playing out?
I think Shakur would box his ears off. I think T.O. doesn't know how to cut the ring off. I think T.O. Is going to take a lot of chances, a lot of jumping shots, and I think Shakur's ability to read the tells of Teofimo and the lack of strategy that Teofimo has, the lack of support, the lack of corner work, the lack of a team. Teofimo is a rogue fighter. He doesn't have a team around him. I was talking about this yesterday with Just Doing how important the team concept is in boxing and how underrated and understated that conversation is. I understand the fighters are the ones in the ring and it's a one-on-one fight in the ring. But when you look at Shakur Stevenson, you look at Wally Moses, you look at Bomac, you look at Terrence, you look at Andre Ward, you look at Keyshawn, you look at that team that's around him, and you know he is prepared to fight whoever he's getting in the ring. When you look at Gervonta Tank Davis, the first time you seen a chink in his armor was when? Was what? When he started catching smoke with Calvin and Kenny, and all of a sudden he brought Barry. The team makes a difference, bro. Teofimo has no team. I don't think he brings anything to a fight with Shakur Stevenson except a puncher's chance. And I know that's diabolical to say because he's a good boxer, but I just think you need to be organized and you need to have a strategy. You need to be a disciplined fighter to fight Shakur Stevenson. I haven't seen that in Teofimo in forever, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Like, he hasn't shown me that he could cut the ring off.
Nope.
And slick southpaws that can box, he has trouble with.
Yeah. I think even Hitchens will give him smoke, will give him issues. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, I agree. Especially with his length and his height.
Yep, and he knows how to use it well. Hitchens got a good IQ, bro. He knows how to box well, bro.
Yep.
People try to speak on him like he's not like a good boxer. I'm not saying he beats everybody, you know, like Gary Antoine. I don't think he beats. I'm gonna be real with you, but he's a good boxer.
You know what happened with Hitchens, Clay? The fight with Gustavo Lemos, that set him back.
Yeah. Yup.
That set him back.
It did.
People feel like he got exposed.
I think he got exposed a little bit in that fight too, just a little bit, but not a lot. I take into consideration that the weight rate is hard. Hold on a second here. You still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Claire.
Yeah, I just changed the mic because I had to charge my phone. He got exposed a little bit, but I think the weight cut played a big deal for him. With Hitchens, I'm gonna be real with you. I hope he doesn't stay at 140 longer than he needs to stay there. You know what I mean? I think he's right now comfortable because he's outside of that rehydration clause with the unification fights, if he can get a unification fight. But I think that a rehydration clause is dangerous for him. I don't know. I hope he doesn't stay in that position that he's in too long. I think his energy is not all the way there, and he might go down the road that Devin Haney went down to a certain degree. And I don't know if he's got the pedigree. I don't want to say that, but you know, Devin had a lot of pedigree to lean on when he was dealing with those aggressive, messed up weight cuts. You know what I'm saying? He was able to use that to get past Vasily Lomachenko, to get past, you know what I mean? To get his title with Kambosos, to survive a Linares clipping him, to beat on a Regis Prograis. He had that to depend on. I mean, Hitchens has it. That's why I said Hitchens has it too, but I don't know if he should necessarily be so eager to test it. I think he might want to. I don't know. You know, I just think the weight cut is bad. I don't think 140. I think he's about done with 140. His body, at least, I'm feeling like it might be close to it.
We'll see
I
what he
agree
does.
1,000%. You know, Africa is just the same size. Many people may not realize this, right, Clay?
Mm-hmm.
He's about the same size as Boots.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it, bro.
He
I
just has
believe it.
Boots has a Boots in between fights. Africa don't really put on a lot of weight. He does, but not like Boots. So you can't really see it. He has like a wiry frame like Terrence Crawford. But he's big, man. He's big, for sure. 1,000%. He's big, man. You ain't see him at the press conference when we went?
No, I didn't see him. Nope.
Because he was there. Remember, he was taunting Tio.
No. Oh no, I didn't go to that press conference. You talking about the one with
No, the one we went to. He was there. He was taunting Tio.
Oh no, I didn't see him though.
Yeah, he had like a purple fleece hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah, he was there. That's
a
why,
lot of people I didn't recognize because they had their back to me a lot because everybody was kind of facing and I was, where we were standing at, so I didn't know who they were. Like Terrence, I didn't realize who Terrence was until somebody told me. I was like, damn, Terrence right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Fit for life, Doc in the building in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on the Super Chat. He said, I think TOKO's anyone he wanted to. Problem is, he only gets up for big ones. No Diddy. T.O. is athletic as heck. He passes the eye test. Oh, he's definitely super athletic. But D-Rail 612, what's up? He Fame, what's up? But Doc, he struggles with a specific style, which is movers and boxers, right? He is he has the Lomachenko effect. Where the issue with Tio is he's very athletic, he's very explosive. But Tio doesn't box well coming forward. He's a way better boxer fighting on the back foot where he could counter you and things of that nature. When he comes forward, he did that with Lomachenko because Lomachenko is smaller than him. And he was able to pursue Lomachenko and push Lomachenko back and be aggressive. But he's way more comfortable and way more effective when he's on the defensive, right? When he has to look for you, he can't walk and chew bubblegum, right? Like, that's his Achilles heel. Like, I say with Manny Pacquiao, right, Clay, he's a special talent because Manny Pacquiao can walk and chew bubblegum in the sport of boxing. That's not
a normal thing.
A normal, right? And when I say that, people may not understand. When I say walk and chew bubblegum, I mean that his hands and his feet are moving at the same time, moving forward. Right? Now you can move backwards and let your hands go boom, boom, while you take your steps back. Right? It's a natural defense situation. But try to come forward moving your feet and your hands at the same time without having a stationary target consistently and keep your fundamentals, keep your hand speed and your power. It's very difficult. That's why they say a guy with power, you got to sit down on your punches, right? You drop your hips, right, Clay? You dig your feet in, you turn your hips, bang, bang, you sit down on your punches, right? But you're not moving, right? Manny Pacquiao has the ability, the uncanny ability to do that going forward. While his feet is moving, he can, but his feet is moving 1,000 miles an hour and his hands. You know what I'm saying?
His feet sometimes look like they're not even on the ground. He can generate the power. He doesn't have to be in any set position. He can generate power and he can also generate power very short punches. He can do it. Right. He's a very unique type of fighter.
Right. Where Tio is very athletic, right, Clay? But when he got to look for you, he suddenly becomes flat-footed.
Yeah.
He don't look, Clay. When Teo got to look for you, he don't look athletic no more.
Nope. I think with Shakur, he knows, man. With Shakur, he's gonna be trying to entice Shakur to fight in a way, and that's the thing about Shakur. He's gonna fight you the way he feel like fighting you. He's not going to play that game. You know, I think he completely handicaps Teo, bro. I think he shuts him down, takes away everything he loves, and forces Teo to fight outside of his comfort zone, which is going to end up with Teofimo looking bad and taking an L. I think he loses that fight against Shakur. Sorry. Not sorry.
Yeah. Freedom March, what's up, family? My
Salute,
brother Doc, back in the super chat, dropping another cinco on the super chat. Teo is taking the path for AB. Sad to see. These are super talented fighters. I agree.
No, AB, Teo's still a disciplined, like, athlete. Like, he's still about that life. The thing about it is with the way he fights, like, you see how he likes to dance all the time? He's a rhythm fighter. Those type of fighters need activity. That's why I think Devin Haney, needed, a quote unquote tune up with a Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? I think a year outside the ring for a fighter who's athletic, you need a tune up. You need to be recalibrated. And Teofimo's lack of activity, has him looking not committed to the sport and also, undisciplined, and it has him looking pedestrian at times when he gets in the rings with these top level fighters. He wants the money, but I don't know, bro. I mean, once Teo is a good fighter. I've seen him be a good fighter. I just haven't seen him be a good fighter in a long time, bro. I'm being real. That's all I'm saying. He might still have that in him, but I haven't seen him be the way I thought he was in a long time, Lou. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a while.
He hasn't been consistent in putting it together. No. Even like you said in the Barboza fight, he had opportunities. He didn't do it.
Nope. He just fought super safe, man. He fought super safe, man.
He just hasn't done it.
He has some decisions to make, and I think Teo, if Teo could make any decision right now that will benefit him, is to allow his team to speak for him and do his talking inside the ring. Fight, bro. Fight and keep fighting. Fight at least 3 times a year, 2 to 3 times a year in the next couple of years, and I can see you being there. But other than that, I think you just waiting on an embarrassment that's going to come your way as soon as you get in the ring with a Tank or a Shakur, or maybe even Hitchens might make you look bad. Devin would definitely make you look bad. I think you know that. Yeah, bro. Gary Antoine, don't get in the ring with him. Don't do
How you see
that.
that fight going?
I see Gary. I'll be honest with you. You know what? Nah, bro. I think I was gonna say something bold. I'm just gonna say I think Gary beats him. That Antoine beats him. Russell beats him.
You was gonna say Gary stop him?
Yep.
Yep.
Because I think Gary knows how to get past all that nonsense, all that silly nonsense that T.O. be doing. And I think Gary has the ability to genuinely hurt that boy. And I think once he's hurt, Gary gonna smell that blood in the water. He gonna finish him up. He gonna finish him. He ain't gonna let him hang around no long. Mac McChesney says I doubt he'll stop him. Man, maybe not.
Speaking of which, before we get out of here, what you think about Garry Russell? Because he sent me a clip to put up yesterday with him and Lamont Roach. Did you see that?
Him and Lamont, no.
He put up he sent me a clip that he wanted me to put up. There was a milk carton missing that had Lamont Roach face on it. And yeah, let me read it what it says though, Clay. Hold on. It says, I'm I'm gonna put the short up. Can you see it?
Missing. No, I can't read it. Nope. I can see the picture, but yeah, I can't read it.
It says missing. Lamont Bullethead Roach, 29 years old. Height not available. Weight same weight class as Garry Russell. Hair color don't give a blank. Last seen ducking smoke. Have you seen this person? If you have any information, please call and contact Mr. Garry Russell Jr. and or his promoter.
Yeah.
What you think about that fight, Clay?
We're talking about Garry Russell Jr. or Gary Antoine?
Garry Russell Jr.
Great fight, man. Great fight, man. I think Garry Russell looked good in his last fight, but at the same time, I don't know how. I think he was, I think it was a mismatch. I think that guy just had nothing for him. I think it's a great fight, though. I think Gary's just cut from that kind of cloth, man. I just think he
a dog.
He a real dog, man. I think Lamont's going to be in the ring with I'm going with
the difficult fight.
Yeah, man, it's 50-50. I'll say it like that. I'll go 50-50. I don't know how to call it, man. I can't lie. It's difficult.
The only concern I have for Garry is the weight.
But he can get it together. He can get disciplined. You like that?
That's a lot of weight, bro.
But I mean, what would they fight at 135, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he could be all right. I think he'll be all
right. He
right.
only had one fight at 130, remember?
His last fight, but he stopped that dude, made that dude look bad. He did that dude extra bad. He showed that power was still there. He did that dude crazy, killed him with a body shot. You punching hard when you stopping people with body shots.
Yeah. I don't know. I love it.
I love that. Send the contract.
And they both from DC, Clay. It makes sense.
Oh yeah. But I also like the Lamont Roach and Garry Antoine Russell fight too.
Huh?
I like the Lamont Roach and Garry Antoine fight too.
Me too.
One that Lamont said he wanted. I like that fight too.
But Anton's like, bro, I'm looking for unification bouts. Because he's like, I don't got much time at 140, man. Trying to unify these belts and get up out of here.
Yeah.
Not fight a 35-pounder for what?
No. Lamont is 100% right. If I'm fighting anybody at 130, at this point, I think Lamont has a WBA title that he's not going to be defending at 130 pounds. And I think he should try his best to leverage that somehow and get himself a title somewhere.
That's what I was saying, Clay. I said, and salute to Drew Titan LLC, the Drew, my brother. He said, salute, mother blank T of enough said. Salute, family. My thing is this, right? Playboy Buddha, what's up? Like I was saying, then we're going to get out of here, Clay. Like I was saying before, you Lamont Roach, right?
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to have the rematch. You're not having a rematch. You're the WBA champion 130. Inform them that you want to petition and fight for the belt at 135. Tank is inactive.
Yep.
Right? Let them maneuver, put him in champion in recess, whatever the case may be, right? You fight for the title, right? And they can put him in a position where Jared Anderson pulled out the fight.
I know he would. I knew he would, by the way. I know he would. Jared don't want to fight no more, bro. Jared want money, bro. But Jared don't want to fight no more. And he knows Big Baby Miller will he's having Martin Bacoli flashbacks in his mind as when he thinks about that fight. He don't want to deal with it. He don't want to deal with it. You gotta be tough. You gotta be tough to beat Jarrell Miller, bro. You gotta be tough. I don't think that boy tough.
I was looking forward to that too. I was looking forward to that, Clay.
He not tough on Blue. He nice. He athletic. He's naturally gifted, but he hasn't the grit. He ain't built like that. He ain't built like that, family. That's sad.
Man.
That's sad. But listen, man, Turkey wanted the answers, and he's getting the answers. Jared Anderson don't want to box, bro.
He don't want to box no more.
He don't want to box.
Remember, I was saying that before.
Yep.
I've been saying that when he cried with Roy Jones, bro. That's not normal. That's not no more. Man. He don't want to box no more, man.
Nope.
That's sad, man. He needs help though, Clay.
Yeah, listen, man. I was talking about mental health yesterday, and I was talking about today with the Keyshawn Davis situation. You know what I'm saying? With the interview. And shout out to Keyshawn, man. You know what I mean? He gotta earn it. He gotta get it back. He messed up, bro. You know what I mean? He messed up, man. But that mental health is serious, man. That's real talk. They're not playing. I believe him. You know what I'm saying? He dealing with just being triggered and trying to control that at times can be an uphill battle. You know what I mean? And you trigger somebody like that, he doesn't make weight. He's in his city. He blows it. He knows he blows it. And he's trying to cover it up. He's trying to smile it off. He's trying to act like it's sweet, but he knows it ain't sweet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then his brother loses, and then you know what I'm saying? And then everything is just falling apart on him, and then he overreacts. He goes ham. He goes into a place he shouldn't be. His baby mama's there. His kid's there. He got all this pressure on him, and it's embarrassing. It's in his home city. He made a bad decision, though. He made a bad mistake, man. But mental health is serious. That's the one thing that makes me empathize with Tank a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Feel me? Yeah. Well, I go, bro, if your mind ain't right, bro, don't get in the ring, bro.
Don't get in the ring, yeah.
Don't do it, bro. I want to see you fight, but if you dealing with that type of energy right now, go deal with that, bro. You don't need to come and fight there.
It's sad and disappointing.
Yeah.
Sad and disappointing. But let's get on out of here, Clay, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for letting me up again, Blue, for sure.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm gonna hit you up anyway, but
yeah,
once the kids go back to school, I'm helping the wife with the grandkids and the kids and everything.
Yes, sir.
In the evening right now, and the afternoon. That's why I've been coming on this time. If you able to come on at this time at 2:30, 2:45 every day, I'm more than welcome. You.
Yeah, I know. I probably am because I'm gonna talk to you about it anyway.
Okay. Yeah, we'll build. And this Sunday, let's start the other project we're doing.
Let's do it. Say less. I'm ready.
Let's do it. Let's do that.
What's up?
Yeah, man. So let's get on out of here, man. Hey, take a moment. If you have not subscribed to my brother Claymore Rain, the link to his channel is pinned up in the chat. If you have not subscribed to my brother Claymore Rain, the link to his channel is pinned up right there in the chat. Subscribe to my brother Claymore Rain. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel, man. Support the channel. Support the grind. We already know what the time it is. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. All one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.
One.